two titans of the StarCraft scene. We're gonna do introductions in a hot second. I'm going to hydrate for a second first. And give myself a good stretch. I'm waking up from like a 30-minute nap on the couch. Totally unplanned. I'm fighting off the grogginess. But this is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna ask our players to do their map vetoes at the moment. We're gonna do like a UFC style fight intro. And we're gonna start with our Diamond 2 level player weighing in at 3,764 MMR. We've got the Protoss' very own Helium Bunny, or as she goes by, Helium on Battle.net. And then weighing in at 4,133 MMR, we've got Sale's very own Sappho. The Vegas line has Sappho as a slight favorite in the matchup, being 400 MMR higher. We saw a couple of replays last night where Helium Bunny took a couple games. Sappho took a couple of her own. We've got an all-female card, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the hype in chat. We've got the people coming out in spades. We've got Smurf rooting for Protoss. Muscle Toad says, Sappho, that's my fiance. If the sight of blood makes you squeamish, this might not be the best place to be tonight. I gotta work on my hype voice, by the way. What up? It's Boogaloo time. How you doing? We're just, okay, I think our map vetoes are just about done. We're using our current map pool for the Showmatch, ladies and gentlemen. So as we load into these games, I want to hear you guys in chat. Tell us who you're rooting for. Tell us who you think is going to win. We've got a Terran versus Protoss. In my opinion, one of the most fun matchups to watch. A lot of action, both sides. A lot of creative stuff you guys can throw at each other. One Sanitarium says Helly's got this. Dareb is pogging out at the show match. Zanchin Stance supporting Helly Bunny. Helly Bunny's got a pretty sick cheering squad. Fucking sick, guys. Cass just taken says, I've lost to Sappho too many times to support her in this. Cass got quite a bit of salt here. But I think that just goes to show the caliber of players we have. We got spectators joining. I've got Vegas weighing in at Sappho coming in as a slight favorite at -130, whereas Helly Bunny is a betting underdog coming in at +110. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing started. I hope you guys are enjoying your Wednesday evenings. Please get comfortable. We got a best of 5 coming up between these two titans. I mean, I'm remiss to advertise this as an all-ladies StarCraft card, but I think there's something really, really cool about 2 female players competing. So without further ado, spawning in the top left in, let's call this pink-ish. We'll call it Periwinkle. We've got Sale's very own Sappho. And then spawning here in the bottom right in teal, we've got Helium, or Helium Bunny. So we casted a couple games last night between these two. It was off of replays. This is live, ladies and gentlemen. And we saw some interesting plays from both players, right? There was a game where Helium Bunny opened with max packs. We know she has that up her sleeve. Sappho should be well aware of it. They were talking about it big time in the chat last night. And generally, Helium Bunny has been known to be more of a macro player, right? So she takes her expand and she defends it. Whereas Sappho was typically the aggressor when we've seen these games. And the cool thing about Sappho is we've seen examples of her going both mech and bio. So what I'm likely to see in this best of 5 show match is we'll see a couple of different styles from Sappho. Now we've got these 2 SCVs ganging up on Helium's probe. Looking to delay the CC. Sappho's getting it down. Nexus already going down for Helium. So looks like we're gearing up towards an economical opener both ways. Par for the course, I should say. And interestingly, look at where Sappho's Reapers initially rallied out to. I think she could be thinking, hey, if Max Packs is a thing, I want to know about it. So typically, when you'd see a Reaper beeline across the map to get an initial scout, already Sappho's aware that Helium's got some tricks up her sleeve. Look, the mind games are already real. The bunker is going down. Sappho's already thinking that Helium could mess with her. You know what we're going to do, actually, as we're casting this game? We're going to actually stop the music out of game. We're going to go with our classic in-game StarCraft 2 music because I think it just fits the mood a lot better than anything else. By the way, guys, it's not like they're playing only for pride, which is important. Probe going down. Ooh. Ep's gonna come in and shoo the Reaper away. But by the way, yeah, these guys are not just playing for pride. Alright. There are some high stakes on the line here. First off, the winner's gonna get a free gifted sub from yours truly to a stream of their choice. It can be any stream in the universe. Wherever they haven't been gifted a sub yet, we're gonna go ahead and gift the winner a sub. And for the loser, because we're not only playing for rewards, we're also playing for punishments. The loser has to play Zerg for a week. Can we hold her to that? No. But we trust that they will be a woman of their word. Reaper's gonna come up here. Don't think it's gonna get much done. Will it get taken out? Alright, we've got Twilight Council already finished. We've got a robotics facility being built. And the Reaper gets taken out, but did get a good scout here. And in contrast, we will see a full scout from Helium. What do we have building back here? All right, we've got the 1/1/1 opener followed by 2 more racks. Helium is going to see all of that. Even triggers the Widow Mine. Engineering Bay going down. This looks like a pretty standard aggressive opener from Sappho. We're going to see a Widow Mine drop coming in. We saw Sappho do this last night in some of those replays. We'll see how well Heli Bunny can defend against the Widow Mine drop. We've got an Observer on the way. We've got a Stalker and a Sentry in the main. A Stalker and an Adept down here in the natural. No probes down here by the 3rd yet, so expect this medevac to go directly into the main. Now, where is Sappho paying attention? We will see. This medevac actually is just spending some time chilling. Uses her boost. I don't know if that was the appropriate time to use it. I would suggest actually waiting, but maybe it'll cool down by the time she gets to where she needs to get. Is Helium Bunny going to respond to this, right? With the move out on the other side of the map. Okay, 2 Stalkers coming out. Oh boy, we are patiently waiting for this engaged. Observer is going to come here, see what's in the front. Going to lose a Stalker. Zealot legs on the way, robotic support bay on the way, stim pack +1/+1. The Widow Mine drop is coming into the main. Is Helium paying attention? Ooh, okay. So we got 7 probes going down. Pretty good hits, but nothing life or game ending. And this medevac, are we gonna take it out? This medevac is gonna get out with 11 HP. The Stalker blink down here. Do we have blink? We do. This other Stalker is going to come out here, finish the job. Very nice. Losses are just about dead even on both sides. Helium's going to get the cancel on the CC. That's pretty nice. 2 Widow Mines now chilling up here. Sappho's got a big Biomine force for this juncture of the game. Helium nicely poking in and out. Man, I wonder if both of these guys, or I should say gals, if their nerves are getting the better of them. So far, we haven't seen any miscontrol. Helium nicely backing up here, put some damage on the medevac. Okay, but she's a little bit trapped. She's a little bit cornered. Loses 1 Stalker to blink down here. I love the double Observer actually getting to see what is going on. Helium's got to be careful here a little bit because this Bioforce coming in is pretty fearsome. And our Protoss hero has 2 Disruptors and a handful of Gateway units. These Stalkers going to put some damage on. Blink. Oh, loses almost every Stalker. Oh, that's painful. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, see a Disruptor Ball going. Oh, good hit. Good hit there. The second one, not so good. Losing sight of the force field here. We're seeing a really big engage both ways. Sappho is already up by 30 supply. Probes get pulled early. Are we gonna see? Okay, wow, double drop coming into the main. Helium's a little bit out of position. How is she gonna deal with this? Gotta zoom out here. Sentry gets taken out. She's sitting on top of some of the production gateways, taking a lot of damage. There's even a second force coming down the map. I'm having a hard time imagining. Oh! Maybe I spoke too soon. Helium's getting some money hits. And just like that, the supply is within... Now it's within 6. A couple Widow Mines. Widow Mine will go off. Other Widow Mine going off. Only getting a Zealot. 2 more come down here. We need to see an Observer. Okay, kiting backwards, kiting backwards. Helium's pretty safe here in the worker count, about even. Sappho's got her 3rd base up. Guys, we've got a competitive mother-freaking game. 2 Zealots coming out, checking to see what the contain looks like. Widow Mines gonna get taken out. I tend to think a Widow Mine losing itself for a Zealot is a win for our Protoss player. Okay, nicely done. Disruptor balls coming out. And I love that Helium is sending them out one by one. All right. Sappho is coming in for these probes. Couple Widow Mines now being burrowed. Only gets 2 probes there, dropping into the main. How will Helium deal with this? Disruptor Ball. Gonna keep her safe up front. Drop is getting handled in the back. Now these disruptors don't have anything to cover. There's a couple of Zealots, but okay. Nice defense. Sappho is macroing like a boss behind this. The pressure is freaking on. We're gonna back up here. I love that Sappho is not very discouraged by the amount of disruptors that have gotten big hits. She's keeping the pressure on. Whereas Helium, or Heli Bunny I should say, is starting to crack under pressure. The supply is super duper in Sappho's favor. There's a giant bank in Helium's resources. Is she feeling a little too much pressure? Oh, it's because a lot of our gates were unpowered. Guys, a lot of the gates were unpowered. Can she hang on? More disruptors on the way. Would love to see the chrono boost being used. Maybe it's time to also get your double upgrades. We gotta find a way to realize the resources for Helium. I always say in this game, it's way easier to attack than it is to defend. And you can tell because of how easy it is for Sappho to be spending her resources, whereas Helium is really struggling to do so. Okay, Liberator took out a couple probes. 19 have gone down in total for a Protoss player. And Sappho is just putting on the pressure. So much probe micro has to be done. Where is the Warpin? Can we see some units? This Nexus is being targeted down. Is Helium going to save it? It's going to be close. No. It's not going to be close because it does get taken out. These medevacs are super duper low too. Okay. Throwing the Nexus back down. Sappho's gone to a 4th base throughout all this. Doing an awesome job spending her resources. I have to say, this is a great choice, by the way, by Helium. She's got to find a way to get back into this game. The Marine here is really nice for a Sappho. Knows that this base is going down. But what's nice for Helium is she knows that Sappho knows, right? So knowing that there could be stuff coming down here. Wow, these medevacs are so low. Even one of them that's in the deep red gets taken out. 2 of them actually got taken out. And we're going to try to see a hold here, but with only gateway units, I can't see a world where Helium is able to hold. We should get that canceled. All these pylons are going to go down. You need some splash damage if you're Protoss here. And so let's see how good this disruptor hit is. Okay, not going to get any connects here. We have another disruptor, so these disruptors can buy a bit of time. Are we going to see it? No. Oh, dude, I think this is the beginning of the end. The supply is 100 in favor of Sappho. She's up a base. We've only got gateway units. The upgrades are 2-1 to 1-1. And now we've got Bio, Mine, Liberator against just pure gateway. Where is this Templar Archives? We don't have one. Where is the Colossus or Disruptor? We don't have them. We're about to see GG, guys. GG. And just like that, Sappho takes a 1-0 lead. She says, vibe check. As she's going, Widow Mine drops. And you know what? No matter what level you are,
I can do that.
Widow Mine drops are always difficult to deal with. TM Sailor Scouts hit us with a follow. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We're just going to go into the lobby here. I'm going to throw up the overlay for a second as we start this game. We're going to go into game number 2 between Sappho and Helium. We saw a very one-sided game, if I'm being totally honest, in game number 1. Will we see Heli Bunny kick her game up a notch? We'll find out. We'll find out. And so, spawning here in the top left. Now up a game in Periwinkle. This is Sale's very own Sappho. And spawning here in the bottom right in teal. Down 1-0. Can we see her pull it back? We've got Helium Bunny. Or Helium for short. Now, Acropolis is an interesting map in general. Expansions tend to go away from one another. We've also got an interesting Reaper spot up here, which I don't know if this is standard or not, but you can block this with a single building, which Helium very wisely does. We also have a couple of rocks that make it difficult to attack up. And then attacking into the natural is very narrow, so if you're able to hold some type of concave or have like tanks or something back here, it can be difficult. My sense here is we'll probably see another macro game. Only time will tell. Everything looks pretty standard so far. Alright. Okay, this probe taking a little bit of damage here. Now we see a slight deviation in Helium's build this time. We're getting the Cybernetics core before the Nexus. Last game we actually saw the Nexus before the Cybernetics. So, already seeing a slightly safer opener from Helium. Sappho, meanwhile, also opening safe with her bunker. I'm starting to think this is just standard to the way she plays. Or maybe she knows something about Helium's style. So, you know, I don't mind this. I think if you're really confident in your mid-ish, late-ish game, at this level, I can get behind building a bunker blind. As you get a little bit higher level, I think you got to figure out a way to cut this and scout for when you need this versus not. Either way, I don't have much exception to it. The in-game StarCraft music is sounding rather ominous. Alright, Reaper looking for funny stuff. Sailor Scouts, thank you for the host. I appreciate it. Alright, Reaper not finding any funkiness outside. And we've got an Adept and a Sentry chilling up here in the front. Reaper is going to come in, a little bit of a stare down. Reaper is now going to come up and try to poke up this side. I believe this pylon blocks it from making the jump. Yep. Wah wah. And behind this, we've got a factory, we've got a CC, we've got a bunker full of Marines. Very super safe. Twilight Council and Robotics for Helium Bunny. Not a whole lot of action at this juncture, so maybe a good opportunity to drink a little water. If you're just joining us, we are best of 5 between Sappho and Helium, an all-ladies show match. These two folks are Diamond 1 for Sappho and Diamond 2, respectively, for Helium, weighing in at 4,100 MMR versus the 3,700 MMR. And I would say Helium Bunny is more of the macro player. She likes to make expansion and protect it. Whereas Sappho, I think we've seen be more of the aggressor, at least in game 1 and from what I saw in replays yesterday night. So Helium Bunny is going to, there's going to be some pressure on her, I'm sure, coming soon. We're seeing Bio again as the choice from Sappho. A couple extra barracks. We've got the engineering bay getting +1 weapons. The double Widow Mine drop again. So this seems to be like Sappho's bread and butter opening. Helium Money lost 7 probes to the first drop last time. Yet to be seen how it'll do this game, right? So the Widow Mine drop is coming down. We got an SCV coming across the map. I wonder what for. Are we gonna see like a hidden base? All right, Blink is almost done. Immortal on the way. Is Helium Bunny? Oh boy, is Helium Bunny paying attention? Is she paying attention? Yes. She's got a couple of stalkers warning. And this medevac actually just sat there waiting to be spotted. Goes into the natural. Nice pullback here. Nice pullback. All right, this medevac's going to take a little bit of damage. This SCV entered the wrong neighborhood. And the third base now for the Widow Mines. Oh, nice pullback. Nice pullback. So, okay. Okay, so medevac will get taken out. And after all said and done, I think Helium got the better of that deal. Losing a little bit less resources than Sappho. I think the drawback is behind all of this, Sappho's been macroing, whereas Helium Bunny probably was focused on defending the drop. So this robotics facility hasn't exactly been active. We are yet to saturate this mine, and Sappho's got a 20 supply lead, 16 of which is in army, taking a bit of a later third base, but will be applying the pressure. Is Helium Bunny going to be able to defend this? This is going to get intense because there's going to be a drop in the main. There's going to be a push up the ramp. 3 shield batteries coming down. I like this choice. You got to find ways to get your resources out. Nice force fields. And ooh, beautiful, beautiful blink back. This medevac is shielded from, ooh, this Widow Mine got a nice hit, but I like Helium's position here. She's a little bit contained, a little bit on the ropes, but hasn't taken critical damage. This Widow Mine gonna get a big hit. Shield batteries, 5 of them. This is a great fight, I think, for Helium. I'd like to see her push out here, finish off this force. Drop in the main. 2-3 stalkers going to try to deal with this. We've got a couple of things happening on multiple fronts. I'm actually going to zoom out here. The medevac does get taken down, so I do think eventually the Warpins are going to stop this. Really good discipline by Helium to not send her main army into the main base. All right, so finds herself safe. There's a little bit of a, what do you call this, Mexican standoff? Stare down? I don't know the right term. And after all that, Helium Bunny is safely on 3 base. She's got disruptors on the way, producing 3 probes at a time, getting +1/+1. Her upgrades are a little bit farther along than Sappho's. Sappho's actually got the worker lead. Her 3rd base is safe, and she's the one out on the map. 4th base going down for Helium. Okay, not sure about sending the whole army there because you never know if something's going to push up the front while this is occurring. Sappho's not going to be able to take advantage of that. Or maybe she will? Oh no. You need the army up here, Helium. The army's a little bit out of position. Okay, these shield batteries are going to take a little bit of damage. Widow Mines are getting decent hits off. Stalkers blink up. I'd like if Helium actually, stay back on top of the ramp in the area near the shield batteries. I think that keeps her safest. Sappho wisely pulls back, right? She's been really, really smart about how and when to engage. I'd like to see her throw down a 4th base throughout all this. She's pretty safe from any attacks. Helium Bunny hasn't yet thrown a Warp Prism out on the map, right? And I think that would be the best way for her to represent some counter aggression. 4 Marauder drop. Where are you queued up to? Looks like about here. And nice Disruptor Ball. Gonna zone these guys out. Even if it doesn't connect, it's a really good way of discouraging the Terran from coming up here. Meanwhile, the Warpin. Oh, half of the Zealots get out. Okay, but this Protoss army looks pretty scary, right? It's able to deal with everything in the front. Are we gonna find some units to deal with what's back here on the 4th? Are we gonna get this 4th base taken out? A lot of action, both sides. Sappho's taking her 4th base, and now the Stalkers are blinking ahead, taking out the Widow Mines, picking off some units here. This Nexus may go down. 4 Stalkers coming down here. A fight over here, I think, is just going to get pushed away. And hey, Helium able to clean up the drop. Now get across to the other side of the map. Nice little pickup here. Hot pickup by Sappho. This is the first time in this series we've seen Helium actually be the aggressor. Let's see how she does. And this will also give us a chance to see Sappho's crisis management. Disruptor ball, going to get a big hit there. Second one, getting a decent hit as well. A couple of random force fields, not sure how effective those really are. This Widow Mine's going to get a nice hit. Immortal, taking a little bit of damage. Big Zealot warp in, 2 liberation zones. And I think Sappho is going to be safe here. We're going to actually see some SCVs go down. Got the hot pickup on the Disruptor. Really, really good attack by Helium. Good defense by Sappho. Right? We've got a macro game on our hands, guys. 11 minutes, 30 seconds into the game. And we have seen attacks on both sides. We've seen good defense. Good discipline on both sides. We've got a Liberator coming in here. We'll see if Helium Bunny is paying attention. It looks like she is. We're going to see a couple of probes go down, but this Liberator gets picked off. Wow. 30 probes have gone down this game against the 10 SCVs. No wonder Sappho has a 71-49 worker lead. And you can tell in the supply, right? She's starting to pull away, but I wouldn't yet count out a Protoss player who is using a number of disruptors. Right, okay. Ooh, nice, nice. Taking out 2 medevacs. Every time this army stims now, this damage is going to start to stack up. So this is, you know, I think Helium might start to be in trouble, but we'll see. This Disruptor hit, gets a Marauder, Liberation zones being set up. Helium Bunny's got to back up. Using the opportunity to then pressure the 4th. This is such a nice play from Sappho. Okay, but decides, hey, if you're going to move your army down there, I'm going to attack into these liberation zones, and I'm going to clean up the army. Nicely done. These probes actually all managed to survive, so, you know, Sappho got the better end of that deal, but her army is going to take a bit of a bruising from that. Now, nice. Takes out that full medevac. Would love to see the 4th base get replanted down. Sappho's macro has actually suffered behind all of this. She's got a lot of units queued up here. Ooh, okay, we got a 4 Zealot warp in. I think Sappho should be pretty safe here. Her rallying units are going to take care of business. We got a Ghost Academy on the way. We've got the EMP upgrade happening. We've got Colossus. We got +2/+2. We've got 3 High Templars being warped in. Do we have Storm? We do not. Angry Kimchi, what's up, dude? Asking in chat, there is a she. In fact, this is an all-lady show match. A best of 5 between Sappho and Helium Bunny. Winner receives the gifted sub to a stream of their choice. Whereas the loser has to play Zerg for a week. Alright. 3 extra CCs getting planted down here. Alright. So, we've got about a 40 supply lead for Sappho. But Helium Bunny is now putting pressure on in a lot of places. We're going to see Sappho's going to be totally fine here in the main base, totally fine there. Helium Bunny just bleeding supply. She's trying to get up her 5th base. We need splash damage units. Like, where is the high-tech stuff here from Helium? Right? We've got a Colossus, we've got 2 Disruptors, we got a couple of High Templars, 46, 47 probes. The macro is certainly in favor of Sappho. The army is about 40 supply up. Are we going to see a push out and a win here from Sappho? I love that she's doing this. She's attacking down the middle. She's sending a Liberator up to harass the side. And now this is just a ton of pressure. This Nexus is going to go down. This Liberator is getting a ton of value here. Sappho is just going to back up. Oh, and Helium's attacking into this liberation zone. Not good. We got the GG. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a 2-0 lead here for Sales on Sappho. We saw some nice plays out of both sides. Helium looked a lot cleaner that game in her defense. Sappho's macro looked on point. I think what's becoming clear is that Sappho is going to be more of the aggressor in this show match, and Helium's going to be more of the defender with her macro style. The next map on the agenda is going to be Winter's Gate. So guys, does Helium have a reverse 3-0 in her? Or is she going to crumble under the pressure of Sappho? Only time will tell. We've got Terran versus Protoss on Winter's Gate. I'm going to be jumping into this game now. Guys, jumping into game number 3 on Winter's Gate. I'll start this time in the bottom right with a 2-0 lead in Periwinkle. It is Sales' very own Sappho. And in the top left, in teal, in Protoss, down 0-2. Do we have a comeback brewing? It is Helium Bunny. Getting the shout out to Cass. No, I think they're talking about Cass was taken who's in chat. Okay, we're getting something different from Helium. We're getting something different. This looks like we're gonna see Helium's Max Pax build. Will that screw with Sappho? This is going to be interesting. You know, there's a lot of banter going back and forth. I wonder if Helium is using that to her advantage to keep Sappho busy. Okay, realizes that if the probe goes down this way, the SCV is going to follow. But the SCV is actually going to go down here anyway and spot this. We should see an instant bunker go down. The CC is not yet going to get thrown down. Okay, CC is going to get thrown down on the high ground. Bunker, probably. Okay, supply depot. We're going to finish the wall off. What's going to happen here? Helium Buddy's taking Nexus behind this. Taking double gas. No cybernetics core quite yet. I think that would be the next thing, but let's see how the Zealot does. Alright, Reaper's gonna come out, see what it sees. Zealot not gonna find anything to kill. Eventually gonna come up here. And alright, take out this SCV, that's kinda nice. Doing some damage to the bunker. See the cybernetics core go down. And another Zealot coming down here. Actually, I think it should have kept working on this bunker. I think if they both worked on this bunker, they might be able to take it out and spill into the main and force the Reaper to micro against 2 Zealots. Marauder on the way. This bunker's going to finish, get repaired, and I think Sappho's going to be totally safe. Whereas Helium now, what will you do? What is the tech of choice following the cybernetics? Will we see a Stargate? Will we see a Robo? Will we see a Twilight? We're getting a couple extra gates. I would expect here to see Twilight Council. Oh, robotics, okay. Okay. Not against that choice, by the way. Not against that choice. This is the first time we've seen Helium Bunny open aggressively. And so maybe she does better, or maybe Sappho does worse when the tempo advantage is flipped, right? A couple Marauders gonna come out here, concussive shells on the way. These two Zealots are gonna get kited. 3 Marauders. Going to get plugged into this slow zone. Look how slow they are. Stalker comes out. Gateways produce more Stalkers. We got an Immortal. Okay, so Helium looks to be opening a little bit more aggressive this game in the mid game than she's done in the previous. So this is a little bit of a change. I like it. Her other playstyle wasn't really getting it done. How will she do as the aggressor? I love the Immortal choice against this many Marauders. The Cyclone with mag field accelerators being researched. So Marauder, Cyclone, third base. This is interesting, right? Because Helium Bunny is going really aggressive, throwing down 3 more gates, totaling her up to 5. Plus the robotics. I'd like to see her actually push out with this army. I think it can get a lot done. Are we seeing a Warp Prism? Yes, we are. Okay, I think we're gonna see some aggression here from Helium Bunny. Because still, our Terran player is only on 2 production facilities. We got a barracks, we got a factory. Only now a third production facility in a second factory is getting thrown down. I think the clock for this army is ticking. I think you gotta move. I think you gotta just get out there. Start to do damage. Yeah, here we go. Where's the Warp Prism? Trailing in the back. Alright. So Helium Bunny is choosing to go around the slow zone. I can get down with that choice. And I had no idea there are slow zones here on the side of the map. The side of the pace, I should say. Not where you want to be. Not where you want to be. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Run! Oh no, Warp Prism gets taken out. At least drops the Immortals off. But that was really bad. Now there's no way to reinforce this army. We've got another Warp Prism being chrono boosted out. These Cyclones, some of them getting targeted down by the Immortals. It's all going to come down to the Immortal hits. Are they getting good hits? I think the answer is yes. These Cyclones are able to take one Immortal out. One of these Cyclones gets taken out. The Immortal microing back, but not back far enough. 2 Cyclones get taken out. Okay. Another Cyclone popping out. Going to get repaired. And then we've got a nice big fat SCV pull here. This Cyclone getting targeted down. No kite back. And Helium Bunny actually, after all this, is looking ahead. She's got to push this army in. And be careful of the SCVs. Should see a Zealot. No? Oh, Lord Cranial, thank you for the tier 1 sub, dude. This is a pretty crazy game. I've got to zoom out here. Is there enough on the way to hold? We've got 2 tanks in production, but Helium Bunny is getting on top of it. I don't think these tanks are going to get out. This is such a tight hold. Supplies are super close. Warp Prism is warping in. I don't see a world where Sappho holds this. Where do the tanks spawn? Okay, away from the army. Both of them coming out. One of them getting targeted down right away. The other one also getting targeted down. The SCVs are repairing it. And I think we're going to see GG. And the series goes on, guys. Helium Bunny busting out the max packs. Thank you again for the tier 1 Lord Cranial. Haven't seen you here in a while. I think you've been busy working on your own stream, but I hope you're doing well. We've got map number 4 coming down on Triton. If you guys are just joining the stream, we've got an all-ladies show match between Helium Bunny and Sappho. We've got a Terran versus Protoss. This is live. This is not a replay, ladies and gentlemen. The stakes are high. We're playing for pride. We're playing for honor. We're playing for sheer embarrassment. And we're also playing for the winner to get a gifted sub to a stream of their choice. And a loser needs to play Zerg for a week. Yes. Yes, yes. Catch up a little bit in chat. I've seen a lot of new faces in here. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Annie on Fire, thank you for hanging out. Tiguan, I saw you pop in a little while earlier. How you doing? Lord Cranial, Zanshin, Stance, Angry Kimchi, One Sanitarium, Some 6, Dire Street? Yeah? Dire Straight. Ha! I suck at reading. A little bit of a game recap in our in-game lobby. I think the two of them are talking a little bit about the last game. But we were on the verge of seeing a 3-0. Helium Bunny's typically been the one defending, but in Game 3 she was the one to bring out some of the offense, opening a little bit more aggressively. It worked out really well. I think defending in this game can typically be harder than attacking from a stress perspective. Even though you get what people will call the defender's advantage, still, defender's advantage is usually in a perfect scenario. So we're going to go here and boot up game number 4 in Triton with Helium Bunny against Sappho. We've got a 2-1 lead for our Terran Diamond 1 player. We've got our Diamond 2 Protoss in Helium. She is down 2-1. Game is now loading. And here we go, guys. Spawning in the bottom right in Periwinkle, it is Sappho with the Team Liquid insignia, by the way. Very iconic horse. Then spawning here in the top left, in teal, got our Protoss player down 1 game to 2. It is Helium. Again, a little bit of banter between the two players. Just the calm before the storm. I'm just going to fill up my water bottle. Hydrate here for a bit. How good is this series, by the way, guys? Are you guys having fun in chat? Sailor Scout says, yes! I freaking love StarCraft. Alright. Helium Bunny mixing up the openers, going back to a more, let's call it standard opener. Gate Cyber Nexus. Sappho opening the way she's been opening, right? 1 Rax, Reaper, Expand, Reactor, and a Bunker. Off of 1 gas. I like both playstyles. I think we'll see probably Sappho with more of the aggressive opener. But we'll find out. Helium Bunny seems to enjoy the Robo openers. I wish she would mix in a Stargate opener here and there. I think Oracles can be really, really good. I also think they're a little bit tougher to defend. A little bit of a lag spike there. Muscle Toad. I know nothing about StarCraft. I just love my Sappho. Aww. Look at the support. Support is awesome here, guys. It is really, really good. By the way, this is not the normal content on the stream, but we are always willing to settle grudge matches on stream, especially ones that are salty and have some high stakes on the line. So if you and your worst enemy want to duke it out on stream, you should message me on Discord and we'll work something out. All right, we've got 111 coming out from Sappho. We've got Ooh, okay, this is a little bit different. Going straight into Robotics Bay instead of Twilight Council. We've seen Helium Bunny open Robo into Twilight, go for Blink, and then charge. This time, I think we're seeing something a little bit different. We're going to see the Warp Prism. I assume we're seeing Disruptor. Yes, there we go. We're seeing it chronoed out. This build, to me, and I am not the Protoss expert, but this is kind of like an all or nothing glass cannon-y. If the disruptors get amazing hits, then this build is going to help her take the lead. If they don't get big hits, then I think Sappho is going to pull away in a macro game. A lot of it comes down to this. So we get Warp Prism speed. We've got one disruptor. Second one being built as well, but the Warp Prism's already going to come out with the one disruptor. Behind this for Sappho, we've got a ton of Marines. We're getting a couple extra barracks. We've got Widowmine drop coming down for her, so we should see these two players engaging each other on both sides of the map. Supplies are dead even. Worker count is slightly ahead for Helium Bunny. Look at how awkward this is. Oh, hey, hello. Hello. Oh, whoop, oh, no. Just beautiful splits here from Sappho. Just immaculate. I can't even say how impressed I am because that was awesome. Cheeky little hello both ways. But look at this. Helium Bunny is already prepared for this drop. We've got 3 stalkers on patrol. The Warp Prism with speed already on its way back. Okay, so look at this. Look at the reaction times by both players. It's really good. Disruptors being produced. Third base going down. And look, we haven't seen anything connect. There's been no damage both ways, right? The losses are literally 0, but we've seen some awesome moves, right? This has been really good. It's like watching 2 really, really good defensive players doing their thing. These Marines are hunting. This turret is going to discourage the Warp Prism, okay? Warp Prism's going to go away. Look at this. It's just good moves left and right. Oh god, oh god. Okay, so I can't look away from this Warp Prism. And these Marines. It's very it's like you're walking on a tightrope here. Okay, so this medevac likely not going to try to dip in here. Maybe a little too risky to go into those stalkers. And I like the Warp Prism with speed. It's going to be able to see so much, including this push out. And gets the alert that they're under attack. Takes only shield damage. We're all good. This medevac's going to come in. Okay, Widowmines are getting on top of the disruptors. Oh, are they going to get some hits? That was an interesting exchange. Okay. Okay. One stalker trades out for Widowmine. It's going to get taken out. But Sappho's army is going to push across the map. I think this Nexus is going to get taken out. Oh, boy. Are we going to see a Disruptor connection? We are probably not. This Widowmine does pop off. Sappho's got a 30 supply lead. I would say in The pro scene, if this was the scenario, I think Terran runs away with it. We're at Diamond 1, so I think the comeback is still live for Helium Bunny. She's just got her work cut out. 47 workers to 51, 121 supply to 85. Army supply is 68 to 38, largely because of the fact that Helium Bunny is invested in these disruptors, right? Like, your macro will suffer because of these, and if they aren't getting hits over time throughout the whole course of the game, then she's not really going to stand much of a chance. Okay, we see a double drop on the left side. We see an army push out on the right side. I think Sappho assumes this base has been retaken. So this army is pushing up the right side. We'll see if Helium Bunny can defend this. She's going to need to rely on some big disruptor hits. Okay, wow, double expand. It's bold. It's a play. You got to do what you got to do to get back into this game. Sappho is going to push these drops, I think, into the... Okay, this base is going to get taken out. Disruptor, not Disruptor, Liberator coming into the main. This base is going to get taken out. Where are the Disruptor shots? Oh, boy. No, not like this. Not like this. Oh, my goodness. We're about to see GG, guys. Sappho is just wrecking right through Helium Bunny. The Liberator in the main is still alive. A single Colossus coming down. Don't think that's going to be enough. This Disruptor's got to get the best hit in the world. Connects with one Marine. More Stalkers being produced. Colossus being targeted down. Can you micro it back? You cannot. Guys, we're going to see GG. 100 supply lead. And Helium Bunny says GG. Congrats, guys. Give it up for Sappho. Very well played. Well played both ways.